everyone, Lickety Split here. Welcome to our 6th episode of our box of tabletop series for our Warhammer 40,000 orcs, and this is the final episode for the Combat Patrol box, and we'll be expanding it later as we move along. So I've got all my stuff laid out here. I've got my instruction manual, which I highly recommend that you, of course, have out, but you're familiarizing yourself with it before you even touch the sprue. So I've got the sprue, I've got the base, I've got my clippers. I like these Wooly tools. They cut really well. They're only about 18 bucks. I've got my mold line remover and my X-Acto knife. I use the Citadel Tools one because I like them, but you can get any one. They all work. They'll all be just fine. And then I've got my files. I've got my medium finish file, my fine finish file to touch things up. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll move that over there and get a little room. Okay, we're going to start with A1 and A2, which is A2 and A1. Okay, we're going to move on to our next step here. It's a fairly complicated one. We're involved. So first I'm going to cut out these two pieces, clean them up. Then I'm going to cut out these pieces. Let's clean them up and assemble this. And then I'll attach it. See where the yellow marks, that's where the glue will go. And then I've got to cut out this A3. So we're going to cut out. We'll start with the A3, which is here. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that we get the flat part here against the figures. Try to get as close as we can. Try to eliminate as much as you can. Sometimes you get these little nub going on, but this one's really good. You can kind of, a lot of times you can just kind of clip it, shave it off, and that way you don't have to get your X-Acto knife out. A lot safer. So then I got, where is it? There's 13, 14, 4, 9. All right, I'm going to cut these out and clean them up and put them together. Okay, now we're going to move on to our next section. Fairly complicated. I'm going to go ahead and build this arm and attach it. Then I'll come back in the next segment and talk to you about this one. So let's see. We've got to find A11. There's 11. There's 10. And there's 5. So basically going to sandwich that, and then we're going to put 12 on it. I'm going to cut these out, clean them up, and assemble it. Okay, I'm looking for A7 and A8. So there's 7. There's 8. There's 8. So let's go ahead and cut those out. Okay, I'm going to clean these up and assemble it and add it to the guy. I got getting towards the end. I started looking at my spoon. I got too many pieces on here. Looks like I missed this one from this step right here. Yeah, sometimes it happens. So go ahead and clean up. I like to use this to try to remove the remnants from the screws before I go to the X-Acto knife, because the X-Acto knife is when you get cut. And of course I switched to my, oh, there's a little piece right there. So let's see, that piece goes there. That looks better. Whoops, dropped it. So we'll go ahead and add, let's put it on there again, take another look. So all underneath here. And this little notch here covers this right here. There we go. All right, I'll be back for the next step. Okay, we're going to move on to the head now, with the most pieces I've ever seen for a head. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces for the head. Wow, that's a lot. I guess we got 15 here, we got 16 here, and we got 19 there. That'll make this part, so I'll cut those out. 19, and then I'm going to have 17 and 18. So I'm going to cut those. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out and then clean everything up and put it together. Okay, one thing I figured out while I was doing this is that this little nub sticking out right here, that's his tongue. So position it in the mouth correctly. So right now I'm going to cut out 20, 21, 22, and then put them on there. Okay, he's all assembled, so now I'll be taking out to primer him. And with just one figure, I can put on a glove and hold him. That's fine. Rather than putting him on some sort of stick like I do other things when I'm doing several. So I'll hit him from, I'll lean him back and I'll hit him coming in this direction. I'll come in this direction and then this direction. Then I'll hit him from the top, like so, like so. And I'll hit him from the back. Going across, across, and then back. And I'll have them all primered and we'll get to the painting.